Welcome to the Bluenose, and here we have an interesting Football Manager 2021 experiment that I've just thought of about 5 minutes ago. Basically, what I've done is I've put Derek McInnes in charge of Rangers. In case you aren't aware, that Derek McInnes actually almost became Rangers manager back in December 2017, but he rejected to stay at Aberdeen. See, Aberdeen currently have Barry Robson as their caretaker manager. We'll also see who they appoint as their new manager. But basically what we're doing is we'll just be simulating till January, then till the end of the season, to see how Rangers get on and to see if Aberdeen can cope without Derek McInnes or not. So obviously Derek McInnes has left Aberdeen in real life, but he's still the manager in this Football Manager database. So what we'll be doing now is we're going to be simulating to the January transfer window to see how Rangers get on. We'll see how they get on in Europe, in the Cups and in the League. So we're just going to see that how would Derek McInnes do if he was given the Rangers job. Obviously the squads are a bit different from 2017, but you know, we're just doing it for a bit of fun. So without any further ado, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I am back and I am in the 3rd of February 2021. And Rangers, having played 25 games, are currently a very, very large amount of points away from Celtic. I saw while I was holidaying that Derek McInnes' job is actually insecure at Rangers. But first let's have a look at Aberdeen. They replaced him with Daniel Stendel. That's an interesting appointment, but they seem to be doing a little bit worse off without him. I mean, they are only 5 points away from 3rd place Livingston. Rangers are having an awful season. But Celtic also have been very good as well. I assume they still have Neil Lennon. Of course they do. But let's have a quick look at Rangers. Derek McInnes did get a draw against his former club in the opening day of the season. They scraped a 2-1 win against St Mirren. Got a 1-1 draw against St Johnstone. They're unbeaten in the month of August. But here's where it sort of fell off a bit. They got pumped out of Europe by this team. I have never heard of this team, I'm sorry. But they're from Romania. So that's an embarrassing result for them. Then they lost to Motherwell, Barisic getting sent off. Then they lost 3 games in a row, losing to Old Firm. And at home to Livingston, Effie Ambrose scoring the goal. And away at Kilmarnock 3-1. I don't know how he wasn't sacked on the spot after that. They did win in the Betfred Cup 2nd round and in the quarter final, but you know, they're losing a lot of games, like home at Motherwell, home at Hibs. They lost away to Aberdeen. Did manage to get a draw in the Old Firm. Did win in the Betfred Cup semi-final against Hearts and did beat Inverness in the Scottish Cup 3rd round. But it has been an awful season for Derek McInnes' men. Let's look at some of the transfers they made. Did they make any transfers? They signed Christian Pedersen from Birmingham. That's a decent signing for them, actually. They signed this guy Hernandez, and he's a 35-year-old Brazilian centre mid, just what Rangers need. They did lose a few players like Stephen Davis, Glenn Kamara, Greg Stewart, and they first went on loan to Peterborough, and Barisic went to Porto, which explains why they signed Pedersen. They play 5-2-2-1, so I don't think Rangers really have the players for that. Like this guy here has been their main right back. I'm pretty sure, well, he's only played 4 games. Just I've seen Tavernier's on the bench there. Tavernier actually asked to leave because he wants a new contract. Same with Ryan Jack asking to leave. Maybe it's because McInnes is the manager. But as I've said plenty of times, Rangers are not having a good season. Been very inconsistent under McInnes and they're not scoring enough goals, which is a bit like his problems at Aberdeen. But now what we're going to do is we're going to simulate till the end of the season and see if Rangers can recover. Can Rangers chip away this massive points gap that cannot be arsed to calculate? Or will Rangers just continue to be a Derek McInnes side until now to the end of the season? We're going to find out in just a second. Okay, so we are now at the end of the season, and as you can see, Derek McInnes was unable to really improve this Rangers side at all. I mean, the gap between them and 3rd place Dundee United is a lot bigger than it was when we were in January, but it still wasn't enough to catch Celtic, who'd end up losing 3 games all season. Okay, let's see Rangers now, and as you can see, Derek McInnes has actually been sacked as manager from Rangers because he was doing such a shit job, and now Philip Cocu has the job. Let's look at managers now. Derek McInnes was sacked. He's currently unemployed. He's not yet to find work, but he was sacked. So as you can see, he was sacked on the 20th of March. So let's look at the results now. So we left off of round about here. They just won the Betfred Cup third round, I'm pretty sure. They actually had a much better month for February, even beating Celtic in the Betfred Cup final, so they did at least win something. Which is the only thing Derek McInnes really got going for him in his time at Rangers. But then he got absolutely battered 4-0 by Celtic, which actually caused him to lose his job, which is fair enough. But they did get to the Scottish Cup final, where they beat Celtic. So Derek McInnes actually did build a Rangers side that won 2 trophies. I'm guessing it was Cocky that was in charge for the rest of the Scottish Cup, but it was Derek McInnes' side that he built. Actually, do look at Aberdeen now. They actually sacked Daniel Stendal, wasn't it? And they currently do not have a manager, so maybe I'm going to apply. I'm applying for an Aberdeen job, even though I'm never going to be on this save ever again, because there's no point in doing a part 2 because McInnes has been sacked. So that's going to be it for today's video. It was just for a bit of fun, I just thought of it randomly in my head, just a wee quick 5-minute video, as I thought it'd be interesting to see how Derek McInnes would do as Rangers manager. As he was almost the Rangers manager once, that's probably done Rangers a lot of good that he rejected them. As now Rangers went on to appoint Steven Gerrard and win 55, but they weren't able to do this in this save. They did win 2 trophies, so they've got that going for them, but they also did get knocked out in the first qualifying round or something in Europe by a Romanian team. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and goodbye.